Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, what I'm trying to figure out is why does TikTok allow white guys to have whips on there, but I can't crack, like, the most friendliest, dark humor jokes out there. Like, I understand that, with TikTok and some of the audios that I use, it may have explicit language in there, but that ain't no different than the music. Like, I just recently had a video get taken down from TikTok, but I mean, they did put the video back up, and the video did do well when they put it back up, but no, so the video was like of these. Like, if you click on the audio, like, if you go to my TikTok account and if you, like, know which video it is or if you can find the video. So, overall, the original video is of, like, these, like, a bunch of these black YouTubers, like, yelling, going off on each other. But they're all friends at the end of the day. But anyways, they were saying the N-word a lot in the audio. So I took the audio for myself because you can do that on TikTok. Like, you can use other people's audios and stuff. For those that don't TikTok that much, you can use it. Oh, I need to plug up my laptop or the charger and stuff. But you can use the audio and, just, like, add your own spin to it. So what I did was I titled, or not titled, but I had the video, like, captioned. It was like an in-video caption saying when you play like video games with your white friends, and then of course, like, you're hearing like the N-word being said. So it was just kind of like my own little spin of that audio, but just kind of adding some sort of, like, humor to it and stuff. I didn't think anything of it. I honestly did not. And it was funny because I clicked on the audio. There was like a bunch of other people using the audio, and I don't know how many times I've seen like a racist videos on TikTok, and you mean to tell me like doing a comedy skit, like, or like a comedy video on TikTok that gets taken down, but there's like white guys left and right like showing off all these different types of whips, like they're, and I'm not saying like cars, like them types of whips. No, I'm saying like the whips that they had in Django. The whips that they had in what other slavery movies? 12 Years a Slave. I'm talking about, like, slavery whips. Like, whips that it's like, okay, you see a black man in the field picking cotton and he ain't picking the cotton right. Them type of whips. I'm like, I don't get why that's allowed. Like, honestly, if I have an app, right, and I'm seeing all these different white guys with whips, you ain't seen not one black guy on there with a whip. Like, he ain't doing no whip tricks and stuff. Like, what tricks can you do with a whip? Like, honestly, I'm sitting down and I'm trying to, like, comprehend who in 2022, a Caucasian male, goes out of their way to buy a whip. I'm sorry, but it's like, no. I'm not going to look at that as if it's normal. I wanted to do a comedy skit to it so bad, but I was afraid, like, TikTok may see it, or the original person may see it, and then, take my video down and stuff. But I'm like, fam, like, but why, though? Like, there's one guy, he isn't even allowed, and he just has, like, all these different videos of him, like, just testing out whips and stuff. And it's funny because, like, if anybody ever gets on me about, like, when I'm talking on shoes, because I think everybody knows me, I'm, sticking to my, like, black heritage. Like, we're into the fashionable stuff. Like, we like sneakers, we like Jordans and things, but all I'm saying is that I know I'm gonna go out my way and buy a pair of Jordans before I go and buy. Where do you even purchase a whip? Like, honestly, no, I gotta look that up. Like, I gotta look up whips. Whips on Amazon. You can literally buy. Oh, they got like. Oh, they don't have. No, they have like black for whips for horse riders trained. So they got like them like them whips that, like, it ain't really a whip, but they be people be like them, like, weird people be using it where it's like the woman's dressed all in black and then somebody strapped to a bed and then they all like, call me this name and they refuse to, and then they hit them across their butt with like, so like one of them type of whips and stuff, like it's, you know, like them weird ones, you know, but they had like one whip available, and that was about it. You know, I think Amazon overall knew that it's like, oh no, this guy is African American. He might be testing out something. We're testing the waters with something and things. But I'm saying it just trips me out though, like how that content is allowed on TikTok. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, they're not, you know, whipping a person, but like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not going to say, like, that they're out there, you know, they got slaves and stuff. But I'm like, I just think that that's kind of weird. Like, it's 2022. You're a Caucasian male. You literally can spend your money on anything that you want to spend your money on. But you're living out, I would assume, somewhere down south buying whips. Like, honestly, it's stuff like that where it's like, how come they don't ever have like black people involved in those videos? Not saying like actually whipping them, but I'm just, you know, like having them there to like see, because you know, like if a black person gets that phone call from their white friend, right? And they're like, hey, bro, you know, I just bought this whip. You want to come over and watch me, like, like, you hear how that conversation sounds? Because I'm saying, if I have a white friend and he invites me over to his house and he's like, oh, bro, check out this whip that I have. And I'm looking at him like, what are you trying to say? You know, I'm like, it's something like that where it's like, no, what are you trying to tell me? Because now I'm afraid, like, I'm gonna have to, like, call, like, a black police officer out here so he can, like, you know, untangle this, like, whatever you want to, like, call it. But he needs to help me out in this situation, you know? I'm like, because something don't seem right. Who just goes out of their way and show, like, so that's why it's like, that just won't work. And that's what I'm overall saying. It's like, why even go out of your way to even buy a whip? Like, I'd imagine that they probably doing it, you know, thinking, like, it's a way for them to, like, pick up women and stuff. And they think, like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna invite this woman over here. And, like, oh, yeah, check out how I, like, be, like, you know, whipping and things. And I'm like, fam, no. Like, unless she's into that type of stuff. And I think we overall know what type of stuff we're talking about. But if she's into that type of stuff, then of course. But I don't think your ordinary girl is going to like that. Like, I'm saying, like, I think I'm trying to think of, like, some women out there where, you know, something like that just wouldn't slide with them and stuff, where it's like, they gonna look at the situation and be like, nah, this dude is weird. Like, something ain't right with him and stuff. Because I'm saying, it's like, for the, third, fourth time, it's 2022. You should not be a Caucasian male buying a whip. Not in this day and age. Maybe like 200-300 years ago, but not now. Like, not now. Right now, it's just not a time to be buying whips, because you know there's a lot of black people on TikTok, and that it trips me out, man. It's like, it's always like those people that are just weird, and they want to like display their weirdness. And you know how people are gonna. I want to overall see if this guy, if he has like his comment sections turned on, because if he does. No, not that guy. Oh, then there is this one video I seen on TikTok. That video was crazy. So, this white kid showed up. It wasn't like a whip, but he showed up with this like stick-like thing and was banging on this black woman, a black mom's door, bro. A black mom's door. He is banging on this door, whipping at the door. It was like some stick-like thing. But they called it a whip, whatever it was supposed to be. It might have been one of them, like, them weird whips and stuff. But he's whipping at the door, and then she opens up, and she's all like, hey, you need to stop that and all that. I'm like, fam, that black mom is so chilled. Like, no, I think any other mom, I'm trying to think, because I feel like my mom would probably have, like straight up just stiff-legged that kid. Like, honestly, I think she had just opened up the door and you had just seen a giant, like a foot just come out and just straight send that kid across the street. I'm saying that is for the kid to even do that video was just so weird, because I'm like, the black mom was like, she was angry about it and she threatened to call the cops, of course. And then the white kid was so bold to show up to a black fan, because I'm saying, like, honestly, If that was like, if that would have been my house, let's say if I'm not even like the father, let's say if I'm, especially if I'm the brother, like honestly, I think I would probably go to jail for my little brother. Like if it came down to, if a white kid just showed up to my house trying to whip my little brother and things, I think I'm gonna go to jail in that case. You know, I think it's something like that, because I'm like, you know, like if I'm over the age of 18, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jail. But if I'm under, like if I'm 17 but turning 18 tomorrow, I'm like, that's gonna be my like final moment to my childhood years, you know. Like I'm like, no, that this is how I gotta, you know, like go out of my childhood here years and stuff. Because I honestly would have uppercut that kid. Like, no, I know people may look down upon that, like, oh, you know, showing violence towards that kid, that's not the answer. And a kid coming to my house with a whip isn't the answer either. So I'm like, I think in this situation, I think, yeah, overall, if I'm the dad, I honestly, I don't know what I would have done if I was the dad. Like, I don't want to put my hands on that kid, but I want to put fear in that kid's, like, mind and stuff. Like, I want that kid to be scared of black people for the rest of his life. Like, I want, like, that's something where I gotta sit down and think about it, because I'm like, if that were to ever happen to me, I'm like, I don't know how I will overall respond. And then what was crazy about it was when the mom opened the door and was like, hey, get out of here, the kid was still standing there looking at her. And I'm like, fam, this kid, like, he backed up a little bit, but he's still, and I'm like, I don't even know. I wonder if I can save that video, because, like, I so want to. Oh, I can. Oh, bro, I'm definitely going to do a commentary video on it. Because I'm like, that was honestly the weirdest video I've ever seen in my whole life. It was, like, one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. I don't think a video has ever stood out that much to me before. And I'm like, man, but no, dang it, I didn't exit out the app and stuff. But yeah, that video was wild. I was like, that kid, I'm like, that kid got some serious issues. Hold on for a second. No, I think I can, no, that's not it. Is this it? No, that's not it. That wasn't even really, no, wait a second. I think this is it. Yeah, no, he has his comments open. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, so, no, there are some black people in his comment sections and stuff talking about his videos. Because I'm saying, it's like, bro, out of all the content that you could have posted on TikTok, you decide that you're going to post videos of yourself whipping things. I think even one of them is a watermelon. I kid you not. I swear I'm not lying. I swear he's whipping a watermelon. I think the video that a watermelon. Him doing a trick shot whip on a watermelon. Why a watermelon? I'm saying, it's like, you gotta sit down and look at the setup, right? You gotta sit down and look at the setup, alright? You, a white Caucasian male, okay? You in a southern, we gotta see where he's at. I gotta do some research on this guy now. This guy is, well, he has an Instagram. He hasn't really, but most viewed video. His most viewed video is the one that I clicked on with 76 million views of him whipping a watermelon. He has 1 million followers. Why are 1 million people following him? He is a 31-time Guinness World Record holder. Why, bro? Like, this is, nah, where is this guy? Hold on for a second. I'm looking his name up. I ain't gonna say his name out loud. I ain't gonna put him on blast, but at the same time, like, I am talking about him. Because I'm like, no, this guy, something just ain't right, man. Where is he from? Small town, America's Got Talent. This dude was on America's Got Talent? Nah, that's just not. Okay, hold on. Twitter, I think Twitter will let you know. I swear if it's, he just says United States. He ain't saying exactly where in the world he lives in and stuff. But I imagine it's down south. I imagine you ain't gonna be in Seattle doing those stuff like that. Loudest. He has like his own website. Like, bruh. Oh, Wisconsin? Where's that at? Is that down south? I feel like it is. I ain't even going to, like, you know, it's whatever, but anyways, but, like, you're a white male with a whip dressed in a cowboyish, outfit. I ain't gonna call it a white outfit because I'm saying there's some black cowboys out there too. All right, black cowboy lives matter. But anyways, you're whipping a watermelon. Like, bruh, if that's not, I feel like that's like coming out of the racist closet. Like, I'm saying, it just, to me, that just don't make any sense. It's like, you're telling us something. They ain't no different than when Lil Nas X, when he kind of like secretly told us that he was attracted to men. They ain't no different than that. I mean, there is a difference because, like, I would imagine, Lil Nas X, he likes black men. He ain't just, like, just closing himself off to white men. I feel like when this guy's case, I'm like, he's, something, unless this man got a black wife and she approves of this, like she's okay with this, I'm like, fam, then. But even then, I still wouldn't trust the situation. I'm like, just something just doesn't seem right. I'm like, have you not seen the movie Get Out? I'm like, you could do brain operations and switch out things. So I'm like, nah, man. That stuff is crazy. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.